Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Mega Man from the new toy line Mega Man Fully Charged from Jakks Pacific. I didn't even know these were out yet. They were just shown off at Toy Fair, and as you can see I found it randomly at GameStop. Now it says $11.99, which is what I paid. I would imagine if these show up at Walmart or Target, they're probably going to be $10 a piece if I had to guess. That kind of seems like the price point for like a $5 action figure. But I have to say, it looks pretty good just checking out the packaging here. You can see here it says collect and connect. Basically, from what I understand, when you buy the Robot Masters, they come with these new like Buster Cannons, which you can switch out. On the show, he gets a new looking Buster Cannon, and his whole motif changes colors. Obviously, your toy's not going to be able to do that, but they can at least give you the different Buster Cannons you can switch out, which I think is kind of neat. You have Mega Man, you have Iceman, you have Wave Man, you have Airman. I saw a couple deluxe ones as well. There was a deluxe version of Mega Man in the Drill Man schematics color scheme that came with like a big piece of rock that would break apart when he drills it, and the drill actually spun. There was like a little dial, and then the drill turned around, which was kind of neat. But those were like $5 extra. The figure looked to be about the same size, but I guess because of the action feature and the inclusion of the giant boulder, they use that to charge a little bit more. But on the back of that packaging, there was a Guts Man and a Drill Man, which I think are going to be Robot Masters that are a little bit bigger than the ones pictured here. So that's why they might be a little bit more expensive. Because it said the Drill Man came with a drill, one of these, so that should work with this. So even though there's kind of like the normal size and the deluxe size, since the action figures are kind of about the same size, the Robot Masters might be a little bit bigger when it makes sense for those Robot Masters to be bigger than Mega Man. And they're all going to come with these new like cannons to switch out. But if you really want like a version of Mega Man in a new color scheme with the version of the Buster that doesn't change out, because I got the impression from the Drill Man schematic Mega Man that I saw, since he's in the new color scheme, that one was not swappable. So that one was permanently, it was a drill arm that was permanently attached to him. So the deluxe versions of Mega Man and the different schematics probably can't switch out the Mega Buster, but this one can. So if you buy this one and all the Robot Masters, you should be able to switch them out. But then I guess if you have like a favorite schematic and you just want to keep it in that all the time, yeah. So I hope that's a bit of an overview. And again, I might be wrong on that, but that's the sense I got from looking at the packaging. I unfortunately did not make it into the Jakks Pacific booth at Toy Fair, so I didn't get the full-on info from the toy company themselves. But that's what I could decipher from looking at the packaging and everything, so I hope that's correct. In any case, this guy looks pretty cool. I love this packaging. Very bright, very fun. And I love this swappable gimmick, so I can't wait to find some of these other Robot Masters. But for now, let's go ahead and get Mega Man out of the packaging here, and we'll take a closer look. I think the figure looks really good. They did a great job with the paint applications. Really sharp. I mean, throughout, even on the back, everywhere. You have the light blue detailing for all the kind of panel lining. You even have a little bit of black as well. The head sculpt, I think, looks fantastic. The eyes are painted really nicely. The helmet's done excellently. I mean, that's just really sharp paint. That looks great. Head is on a ball joint, so that can move all around like that. You do have these really skinny shoulders, and I get it. That's what he looks like on the show, but it just kind of scares me. The Mega Buster, I think, looks great. Again, really nice paint applications. Mine has a little bit of a gunk of paint that kind of dried. I tried to scrape it off a little bit, but that's just, one little mistake. I'm sure they're not all like that. You can actually take this off. It just pegs loosely in, but it's because the peg is long enough, it stays on well, but it's very easy to take off, so you don't feel like you're going to break it. I'm glad they didn't put like a ball joint or a connector in there, because I feel like with how thin the arm is, when if you had to apply excessive force to pull this off, you would have broke the arm. And so I'm glad that they realized and did not do that. So then when you get other Busters, you're just going to be able to slip them on very easily, which is really nice. And it doesn't fall off. It's in no danger of falling off. Very nice and snug. So you have the shoulder movement. There's a hinge in and out, and it can spin around as well. Nothing in the elbow. This hand does move around. I think it's on a little bit of a ball joint, but it's mostly just turns from side to side, but still looks good. Nothing in the waist. You have kind of a ball joint in the hip And then you do have a 90-degree bend at the knee, nothing in the ankle. But I don't think you need it, honestly. For a 5-inch action figure, I think they did a great job, and I think he looks really good. They kept him aesthetically correct to the show, which is kind of hard to do because his arms and legs are so thin, but they made it work. For the kind of a buster effect, you just plug it in the end. It works very similar to how the arms work. I'm actually going to take this off just to make it a little bit easier. It's a little tight, but you can peg it straight in, and then there you go. And then you just go ahead and plug that back in. Now, of course, it does make him a little heavy, but you can find a pose where he won't fall over. I think that looks great. I'm really happy with it. I gotta be honest. I think he looks cool. I really do. I like that quite a bit. I think the fact that all the Robot Masters come with different busters that are, germane to their powers is a stroke of genius, because it gives you a reason to want to collect them all, and you want to collect all the Robot Masters because then they're going to give you more functionality with the main Mega Man figure that you've already bought. So I love this. The only thing, if I could ask for something else, maybe a tiny little mini that you could kind of like just perch on his shoulder or something. If you're familiar with the show, he has a very tiny robot that lives in his head. It's kind of his friend and helps him out. It's really hilarious. So yeah, if I could ask for anything, just a little mini figure would have been great. Maybe they'll do something later on. I know that there's going to be a playset that looks like the workstation that like Minnie lives in, but even I don't know if that comes with a Mini. So I need a minifigure at some point. And I don't mean a Lego minifigure. I mean a figure of the character whose name is Minnie. If you've seen the show, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this is a great figure. I really recommend this. Jakks Pacific, I feel like, has done a great job with the World of Nintendo line, so I was really hopeful for their Mega Man line, and they didn't disappoint. I really do think that the paint applications are fantastic. It doesn't have a ton of posability, but it has it where it counts. It has it where you need it. You can definitely get the buster poses that you want. Now, this does seem like as soon as I go to grab the shoulder, that wants to start to slide off. But again, I'd rather it do that than get stuck on there. So it doesn't really bother me at all. But yeah, I love the look of this. I think it's got great articulation, fantastic paint applications, and I love the ability that there's going to be more playability as you collect more figures to switch out those buster cannons. That's a brilliant play value. Obviously, they can't repaint your figure for you every time, but if you have a favorite schematic color scheme, you can go, and they probably have those available, because I did see one for Drill Man. I don't know what other ones there'll be. That was the only one I saw, but I'm sure they're going to do more. So if you want a specific like Mega Man in a color scheme for a power, probably have that. But if you're happy to just collect the base Mega Man and then get the other Robot Masters to switch out the arm cannons, there's that functionality as well. So it's great. It's kind of a bunch of different play points, different play values, and I love that. I think that's fantastic. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, thank you so much for watching.